And on the water now with men's jump final. Our first competitor, Tim Bradstreet from Australia. All of these jumpers will have three approaches. Tim Bradstreet low and strong into the bottom of the ramp. Well, what a great way to kick off the event with a jump of 59.9. But gee, the boys are going to go well into the 60s today. Second jump now for Tim Bradstreet. Stretches out. Oh, this is a ton of speed that he has into the bottom of the ramp. Oh, this is a monster of a jump. And Tim Bradstreet just floated through the air, and he knows it, and a leap of 67.1.
Yeah, he was quite pumped up with it. His crowd's gone wild here on the banks of the Yarra. I tell you what, Tim Bradstreet putting it out there. Look at the turn he got, the angle he created, the slingshot effect into the bottom, off the top. Got the extra lift as he reached his top peak, and a 67.1. An amazing achievement there from the young guy, 18 years of age, from New South Wales. And here we go, jump number 3. Big kick off the top. Not as far as jump number 2 there for Tim Bradstreet. A 64.9 there on jump number 3.
And the crowd acknowledging the wonderful performance of Tim Bradstreet. And the next competitor will be Canadian Cole Magnowski as we look at his opening jump. Plenty of speed, great angle into the bottom of the ramp, and floats through the air, showing some fine form, but travelling 61.6. Cole Magnowski opening jump.
Okay, so we've got Tim Bradstreet here. Tim, an amazing jump on jump number 2. 67.1, a new personal best.
Yeah, mate, I mean, seriously, like, crowds aligned with people. I know it's packing. Like, I know there's people out here, you know, all these pros I've always looked up to that I know I can put it out there. So I just went out there and went for it, and hey, look what happened.
And the crowd building on this marvellous Melbourne afternoon and really enjoying this men's jump final as we look at Cole Magnowski's second jump. Edges in. Well, he's got miles of speed. Customary of the Canadian. Gets good lift too, does Cole Magnowski, but it's a little shy of his opening jump. Comes in at 61.3.
Here's our next competitor on the water. Looks to be Scott, the Rocket Man Ellis from the United States. First jump looks good. Good power into the bottom. Good lift off the top from the Rocket Man. Jump on number 1, 64.8.
Sizes up now for his second as Scott. Competitor here at Moomba since 1993. Could you believe the Rocket Man? 64.4.
Here in jump number 3 here for the Rocket Man. Waits for the opportune time. Edges through the wakes. He's off the top. A big kick off the top on jump number 3. Gets the float through the air. 65.3 on jump number 3.
And with Tim Bradstreet still holding a lead with 67.1, we look at Igor Morozov's opening jump. The Russian leaping 58.9 metres.
So we have Scott the Rocket Man Ellis here after his jump in the Moomba Masters men's jump final. Scott, you got lift off that number 3, but unfortunately not enough to put yourself ahead of Tim Bradstreet.
Yeah, I'm just lacking just a little bit of speed to go that extra couple meters. Unfortunately, with 6 foot, if you don't have speed, you go really, really high, and that wind's pretty stiff. So I'm just kind of getting up a little too high and stalling. But I give it to Tim. Like, he's not only is he coming on strong, but he's doing it at the right time. So it's really cool to see.
And Igor Morozov failed to improve on his second, so we look at his third approach for the day. Well, 67.1's the mark. Let's see what he can do. He's so strong, this Russian. Oh, look at the tension he puts on the rope. Ah, great lift off the top that time. Oh, but fails to reach the 67.1. 63.8.
Now we move all the way to Spain. Guillermo Moreno de Carlos coming in for jump number 1. Just sitting back on that one, but it's still not a bad jump there on number 2. 62.7.
And Freddie Kruger, the world record holder, the reigning world champion. Let's see what he can do. He's really got some pressure on here. He flies in, does Freddie, but he's not happy. He passes. Well, that's counted as a turn, so he only has 2 jumps to come.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. Probably not the best setup there for Freddie on jump number 1, but here he comes on jump number 2. Edging through the ski nautique wakes, kicks off the top, a little bit out the back there for Freddie. So unfortunately, the world record holder not where he wants to be here in the men's jump final.
Yes, well, Freddie Kruger, very uncharacteristic. He's normally so under control, but that time, well, he was lucky it wasn't a very nasty crash. He nearly got his skis back underneath him, but just totally sliding out of control off the back of that jump ramp. Well, Freddie Kruger has 1 jump to try and beat Tim Bradstreet, 67.1. He's A-OK, though.
Here he comes on jump number 3. Freddie Kruger edging through the wakes. He's off the top. Nice kick off the top, but not a 67.1 of Tim Bradstreet. 63.8, Rob.
Well, with two jumpers still to come, Ryan Dodd from Canada settled beautifully through the wakes on great lift and flowed through the air for the Canadian. That was an awesome opening approach, 66.8.
Here we go, Ryan Dodd, jump number 2. Doesn't move through the wakes of the ski Nortigi's off the top. Big lift and a nice float through the air. That's a huge jump from Ryan Dodd on number 2, 68.8.
Oh, what a monster of a jumper. Just watch the load he gets and the float through the air by the Canadian. That was a wonderful jump. A new leader with 68.8.
Yeah, doesn't need to do much here on jump number 3. He knows he's taken the lead to 68.8. Let's see what he does on number 3. Edges through and just lets the handle go and pumps the fist. Knows he's currently in the lead in front of Tim Bradstreet with a 68.8.
Well, there's only one man standing in his way, and Rodrigo Miranda from Chile edging in strongly. Well, he started so late he just couldn't take that jump, so he lets go and skis around the jump.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have got Ryan Dodd here after an impressive 68.8 metres. Put you into the lead, Ryan, with one competitor to come. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels awesome. This is my 4th time here, and every year I felt so close to getting it together. And I guess young Tim from Australia here was the deciding factor. Pushed me a little bit more, and base of the ramp, there was no way I wasn't kicking that.
Well, you could not pick a better day to watch water ski jumping as we have one competitor to come, Rodrigo Miranda, for his 2nd. From Chile, let's see what he can do. Well, he jumped 65.5 in the semi-finals, and this won't be far enough today with a jump of 63.
Yeah, not good enough there for Rodrigo Miranda from Santiago in Chile. Last jump here for the afternoon. He comes into the bottom. He's off the top. Oh, he's lost his right tip, and unfortunately, Rodrigo Miranda will make sure he's okay.
Oh, nasty fall there. Bad luck there from Rodrigo Miranda. Well, the safety officer's attending to Rodrigo as we go to replay, and you'll see him just get pulled way forward out the front of the jump, and he just couldn't get it back. And a very, very hard fall into the Yarra for Rodrigo Miranda as we capture it from the other angle. Nasty stuff there, and the water becomes very, very hard at that impact level there for Rodrigo Miranda. Well, he's A-OK, but he's probably feeling the pinch as we see Ryan Dodd celebrating his win in open men's jump. And a great ornament to the sport is Ryan Dodd.
So we've got Ryan Dodd here on the banks of the Yarra, the Canadian, 68.8, your 2011 Moomba Masters jump champion. Ryan, how does it feel to take home the crown?
I can't even say yet. A little bit of an action-packed finish there with my buddy taking a spill. I hope he's all right. That's it's part of our sport, though. This is probably the most exciting victory for me in my life. I've been wanting this really bad for 4 years, and I'd like to thank everyone in Melbourne, the sponsors, Nautique, and everyone here for putting this on. This is the best event we have, and we love it.
And the results are official. Our champion for 2011, Ryan Dodd from Canada. 2nd, Tim Bradstreet, Australia. 3rd place, Scott Ellis from the USA. And it's presentation time. Our women's slalom winner, Karen Trulove from the USA. And taking out the men's 2nd year in a row, Aaron Larkin, the happy Kiwi. And our winner of women's tricks, Natalia Berdnikova, getting a congratulatory hug there.
And Jimmy Seamers accepting his award for the men's trick final. And the boys there looking very smart. We then move to Jacinta Carroll from Geelong in Victoria, your jump champion for 2011. And the men's jump winner, Ryan Dodd from Canada.
And our overall winners for 2011, Adam Settlemeyer and Anna Isamard. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our coverage of the 2011 Moomba Masters Water Ski Championships. Thanks for joining us from Melbourne, Australia.